Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No, it's wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her. Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them. There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here!
No, it's wrong! Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet a...
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious! not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you...
I'm talking about her shining message. At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Ina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we...
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you it was only
After the investigation,
I found the magazine
on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body...
No, it's wrong! When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her! Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there... And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
On the table?
I can't believe you!
There's
You're
more
the
to this
worst.
story.
I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
Hold on.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
There is.
No,
She's
I
picked
think
up on it
there's more
too,
to
just as
Hiro's
like I
story.
did.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case
Was
closed.
what we have to do to off the writing? Why the magazine was in it?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere
That's
we
true.
might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would
Exactly
lie now
my
after
point,
already
Kyoko, my
confessing to the
girl.
crime.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone
He wasn't
else
even in
must
the
have put
room.
the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
There's only
They
one
went to the
person who could
trouble
have
of hiding the
been.
magazine. They must not have liked what was written on it.
And the only choice is Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have...
Carry on.
Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter.
Not necessarily,
I
Toko,
know
because
you
you
did,
hid the
right?
message to put the blame on you. So why would you hide it if you was innocent?
Hero just admitted it!
That doesn't make sense.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle.
Because if she
that's
was
not what it
dead,
says.
you wouldn't need to move the thing.
What do you mean?
What
No.
he means is that Hero isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hero, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should
Well, yeah,
become
because it said you
clear
got 2
he's
blows to the
not
head.
Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't
We haven't
really
reached
see
the end
why,
of the case
but...
yet.
Okay.
Hero isn't the real killer. I have to prove that. Alright. Kyoko's examination summary? Probably
I
this.
didn't want to, but I did it.
Yep.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I
It's
hid
not
over
that
from...
shit. Let's get past that, because that's the bad thing we don't need.
Shoot!
Let's read it again.
I
Just
didn't
in
want
case.
to, but I did it.
It wouldn't make sense about the El
Grabbed
Padre
a
all over her feet,
Monokuma
would it,
bottle
right?
from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
That's true.
You hit her from behind. And you
Maybe
only
this?
hit her once. Is that right?
Is it this? Summary?
just once.
Yeah, it was the summary. Because you were hit twice.
No, it's wrong.
Why would there be more bottles than one? More last shards.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Yeah.
2?
That's right.
And there were 2
She
glass
had
bottles
2
missing, and there was
separate
enough
wounds on her
glass
head.
on there to weigh more than 1 bottle.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby.
Like it,
Personally,
respect.
I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on.
Oh,
How
you
can
poor
know
little
that's
soul.
just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked
There was
twice
5 there, maybe
with
6?
2 Monokuma bottles?
Pawn, rook, knight, bishop, king, queen?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the
Yeah.
Monokuma bottles themselves. There's
Yeah, there's
something very suspicious
Pawn,
about
rook,
those
the
bottles.
knight was used and the queen was used. Because you're dumb! Indeed. Indubitably. Amen. Because they're chess pieces, Toko. And the correlation with the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be, it's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Is this going to be Hangman's Gambit? Ches, C-H-E-S-S. Oh, go spell peace. Fuck. E. Give me that. I need another S. Give me another S. Give me another S. There it is. No, fuck. Nearly got the piece. Is it P-E? I need 2 E's up. There you go. Accidentally nailed it. It's annoying because when they say, oh, it's I before Re except after C. What about weird? That's spelled W-E-I-R-D. Makes sense that one, bitch. Yep. The only ones missing is a knight and queen. It was a knight, was it not? Mm-hmm. Then where's the queen? She should do, she's a book nerd, right? Am I just assuming that shit? The king, the queen, the rook, the knight, bishop, and Issei. Oh dear, we've got Reyes Gremory. We've got Arcano. We have Kyoko. Nope, Kyoko's not a rook. Is Kyoko a rook? Yes, we have Kyoko and Ross Weiser as rooks. Yes, I believe. I'm trying to go back to High School DxD. Do they not have 2 rook pieces to use? You've got Reyes Gremory, who's the king. You've got Ross Weiser, might be a knight or a bishop. Because I'm sure Gasper's a bishop, because he's got the magic powers. Don't think Ross Weiser is a. I think they've got another rook to use. A knight is Zenobia and Sheet and Kiba. The bishop, I've already said bishop. Pawn is Issei. Who am I missing from the crew? No, Ross Weiser is a rook. Yeah, I forgot about Arzia. Arzia's a fucking bishop because she can heal. Alright, makes sense. They're the real chess pieces. I would love a chessboard like that. That'd be so good, like 8 Isseis all together. And all that as different pieces. Fucking sick, dude. I want one. I want one. On a High School DxD chessboard. It'd be so fucking cool. Yeah. Indubitably. Pay attention, Toko. It's the same game. It's a very similar game. Oh, I forgot about that game. 51 games in one. Oops. I'll have to whip open that game too. Possibly. Somehow. Possibly. Wait, the bottle that was missing... It was broken! Shattered into pieces! In darn tootin'. It's about to be swept. So the evidence would suggest it would be slightly... like... lighter, but it would like fucking help down, so there were more than one fucking shard broken in there. It would make more sense if the Harmonicum on the left hand side, because the chess piece as well, but it was heavily downed. Or is this single broke? Well, the evidence that proves it is Kyoko, and I figured out before. Is it in here somewhere? Glass shards on the floor, maybe? Figure on the no, we don't need to worry about the figure on the floor. This one. Yes. Whoa. Yeah, see what I mean? So, even if that Monokuma piece was in there, like, they might still weigh the same weight. That's some high winds. The one on the left should have been heavier. But apparently not. Indubitably. Still trying to replicate your voice, and I don't know how to do it. Indeed. Sounds like there's thunder outside. Sounds very loud. Indeed. It would. There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker? Yes. Maybe maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Spitting my head out. Don't worry about it. Indeed they did. Back to square one again. Or came in after at least. What about the handprints on the locker room door? Same, bruh. How? Oh. You did? She did? You actually gave some compelling information. I think they're just completely gone. Toko, we know you did! Her voice is so calming. Oh, we're gonna battle you too? Vermin. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Bullet time? Would you like to hear more? Absolutely not at all. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Don't worry about it. We've got music. Thump thump. Oh god. Ouch. I'm going to die because I'm fucking freaking out here. Oh, I've got this thing on. Good. I did activate it. Oh, fucking didn't change bullet. Quick! Ah, bollocks. Try again. There we go. I forgot there were more to switch to. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot. Like, let's bring it up now on case 4, of all things. I don't know. A little bit creepy though, doesn't it, if you're not got context behind it. She's such a submissive fucking girl. It's quite hilarious, actually. It really is quite hilarious. It's just like, I'm denying it, and then fucking Bianca's like, fuck's sake, just tell the truth. Yeah, I did it. It's fine. Bianca, do you want to tame your bitch? Oh, I love it! I fucking love it! I love his reaction, like, truth? Okay.
Straight up again!
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Oh, I love it. It's so cool.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened?
Yeah, probably.
Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name.
Oh, that's why you said
I saw you
probably.
forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around...
Don't like that as a picture, though, to be fair.
There was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me.
I know what thumbnail I'm going to use.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask
You mean-
her.
So let's just do it on fucking command. Hi, Jack.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they
Fuck's
soar
sake.
to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't
Oh.
actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable
Confirmation.
boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down...
She's biding her time. She's biding her fucking time.
Just go away and die your meaningless
Ooh,
death
cracked my
alone.
ankle for the first
Don't
time.
drag me in.
I don't crack it often, but not that easily. Felt good.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura
That's
should have been
true.
able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
You know what?
Come
Kudos
on,
to you for
that's-
making a week, though.
You know? But anyway...
You
I'm
dodged
not the
a
one that killed
bullet.
Ogre. so that's good.
Let's keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that.
Are we
Let's
done?
start the vote.
Well, no, because I still have to explain the powder. Thought for sure you'd have some words for here on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Exactly.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's
I didn't.
story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's.
Oh yeah, because she would
That
come and
still
see.
wasn't the
She
end.
sat back down again.
Tell us your story one more time.
When you woke
Tell
up.
us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots
Yeah.
should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wishes may command, darling.
Movie yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is. Well, we've only got 2 culprits now. Okay. Carry on, Cedric. Yep.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
Yep.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken
True.
by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
I need this one.
Right where I woke up.
Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop,
There
ba-doop.
in front of the shelf.
Not that! What? But it was that, was it not?
Shoot!
Hold on. Oh, I
I
needed
was
this
just
one, never
sleeping
mind.
peacefully.
I shot the
And all of a
wrong
sudden,
bullet.
Sakura was right. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. So you smashed her head.
You got it! I
Some more
smashed her
And
seconds out
where
of that
did the
fuck.
attack take place?
right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
I used the wrong bullet.
No, it's wrong. Found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death,
We
there's
knew
no
it.
explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial
Go on then,
killer.
Owie. How did it go down?
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder
How?
scene should think the same way.
How? Oh yeah, that would make more sense. If I had that.
I got it!
Oh yeah, because he was allowed in the room, wasn't he?
Definitely
Byakuya was allowed to
attacked in front of the
investigate.
shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Ain't gonna fucking happen. How scrawny she is.
Killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me.
What's that
I can't carry
scrawny?
anything heavier than my scissors. There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura,
Can't have done.
Coco just hid in the locker again.
Oh, so she just hid in
Nope.
there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
Nope, because that
While
door was
everything
closed
all
when we
confused and
arrived.
Hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the.
Oh,
No,
sorry, the door was
I
open.
don't
when we
think that's
arrived.
possible.
The locker. Well, I saw it for myself. There you go.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
That was clearly open.
And at that point, the locker
You don't
was
see no
already
blood
open.
though, which is quite weird. You can see probably some shards of glass underneath next to her feet.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
No way.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know
Does it
proves
keep
I
some
didn't
bugs?
kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying!
No, she's not. I've been saying.
Have you
all
figured out
along
what happened,
there's still
Byakuya?
more to this case.
Because you're just putting one on one together with a powder, I'm assuming. Because we've still not mentioned how the powder, because when they do this game, they usually talk about everything that's involved. Like, hey, we've seen the locked door room. There's still powder to be seen at some point.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital
We're really missing
information.
something so important. So, it's not about bashing over the heads, because now this powder's involved, and apparently powder, what we've seen so far, came from the C-section, and C-section, apart from Kunomi or something to get our babies, it is more poisoned, so poison was given somewhere. I don't know what I'm looking for right about now. We'll soon see.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Nope.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're
I
dead
guess we've
set
got
on
that to
blaming
work with.
me, huh?
Powder. There's one place I might find a clue. It would have been written in there.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Nope.
It wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack.
Maybe?
What was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't
No,
think of
doesn't the thing say it was poisoned? Or a heart stop or something? Or she coughing of blood?
According to the
Just a minute before that popped up.
Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance
It's even
this
in-
was related to her cause of death.
When you get smashed to the head, back of the head, no matter how bad you'll be, you'll feel nauseous, you'll feel dizzy, you'll be sick, but even a brain hemorrhage cannot go into your brain, like into your throat or mouth and stuff. Something is definitely burning on the inside of the body. That's not her head.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the
How?
bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to
You
mention,
are
I
thorough.
didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
We can check in there. God, you
I
really
forgot she's
are
like, let me
into
look
dead
inside your mouth
bodies.
real quick. What are the cavities? Cavities would be the right word, or is it orifices? Orifices. Yeah.
No, I'm not into dead bodies.
She knows what
I'm
she
into
is.
solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her
Let's
vomit
solve
blood?
venomous poison. Okay.
Some sort of reaction within her body.
you go.
Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at,
You just
and so
turn
there
over
can
it.
be no mistake.
Calm your
Let me go all weekend,
fucking
please.
sexual desires, please.
She was poisoned?
Sure.
It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Sorry. Yeah.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet!
Tongue is
Shut up
curled.
and listen to Master!
Never noticed the tongue to be killed. I thought it just flicked up.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on
True
the search
facts,
the
true facts.
moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab
We
that
found
houses
this.
a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
It's chem
And
scene.
that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into
At this point,
three
it's more like a
sections,
movie what we're
A,
in with.
B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question.
Well, the poison back showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it from. It's on the same shelf in the supplements. It was in section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that.
Yes,
Section A was
keep
for
up.
Supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because
So anyone
the
could be
culprits
still a
switched it
killer
out.
again.
That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. That's a good picture. May have that one. But I don't think I will, so I like the one if we don't get one at the end, this will be the one to use. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put a bottle of poison to his lips and... We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just
Oh, you don't have
swallowed
fucking...
poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
There she goes.
Sure.
Kyoko
Do
took the
whatever
bottle
you
from
like.
Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle,
The
where
bottle
did
of
it
poison
go?
was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been put in. Could it be? Hangman's Gambit. Protein shake? Oh, I don't smell fucking protein. Protein drink. Oh. Tea? Give me the tea. Give me the tea. Give me the tea. Give me the tea. Tea? Tea? Protein? I think it's E now? Again, I before E. Not in protein. What a fucking stupid rule. Where's the D? Where's the D? Why do they teach that shit in schools? It's fucking wrong. Give me the eye. Give me the eye. Oh my god, I'm fucking killing myself. I nailed it. I nearly died.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit
Anyone
was
could have
able
done
to
that.
get Sakura
If you was
to drink
careful
poison.
about it, you would have had no fucking clue whatsoever. Not a clue at all. Especially if you mixed it together, you wouldn't have no fucking chance.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the
Look at the
poison
scene, the protein
herself.
drink, obviously.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
So
That's all it took to kill Sakura.
here's another
That
thing.
is the true
Right?
cause of
Just
death.
bear with me a little bit. How this fucking game could be a bit confusing sometimes. So, what if Sakura's like in her state, like kneeling on a fucking deathbed, like fucking hell, I took 2 bashes to the head. I'm fucking dizzy as shit. I could do with a protein drink, right? What would happen if, like, say for example, it's just a matter of time before Sakura goes for the protein powder? What if we switch out the protein powder with the poison that's already in the room, mix them up, and then whoever goes, so then the person did that as a plan to kill somebody, and then, say for example, like Sakura's on deathbed, nearly, says, can you go make me a protein drink, because I can't move properly. Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go get you one. They go up there, and like, oh, by the way, this wasn't, I've got no fucking clue. Like, here you go, I made you a protein drink. Having no fucking clue that it was poison, just killed someone. Who would be blamed then? Was it the person who put the plant, or would it be the person that unintentionally gave them the poison? I don't know.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try
Sounds
and help
plausible.
with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the 2 materials was left in the chem lab for anyone
The
to
evidence
see.
that shows the switch, it was had to be, must have been what we found in the found in front of the shelf, the powder. The Lelo powder. Would it be on the foot, or would it be this, maybe? There we go. I guess obviously they're being a bit clueless, so it's like, oh, I know what I'm doing here.
Prints left behind
But who
in
would be
front
the
of the
fucking...
shelf.
Oh, this explains it! So it'd be the person who did the planting then? Who did the kill? Alright, right. Okay. Because the bottle's
That's
already
the
been
evidence
spilled.
you're talking
Okay.
about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there
what
were
were you going there
definitely
for, Mr.
no
Guy?
footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder,
Indeed.
which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
So the poison would have already been put down.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Well, no, because the footprints would have been in there in the powder already.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Okay, do you want to strike up?
It was me.
Oh.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Interesting.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made
Again,
by a pair
though,
of sneakers.
this is the
There
point
was
where
no
Byakuya's
mistaking it.
brain's not being 100% compatible. If you went to the cupboard and then dropped the poison, your footprints wouldn't be walking in it, it'd be walking out of it. If the powder was dropped after you picked it up, it's a different matter. If the powder was already on the floor, you'd walk into it and make the footprints as they are. Fucker.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers. Oh, the only people who wear one is... Makoto and Hina? Yes, it's me and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto. No. Okay, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm it their size myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just
Plus,
Hina.
Hina's been acting strange.
Just
ever since
Monica!
it began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I wouldn't even put those down in B.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just the two of them were so close.
And there's more to this story that hopefully Kyoko can clear up.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
The point is in the powder.
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
Betrayal!
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Interesting.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
Ooh.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
No, but the evidence is not adding up to about the poison. The powder on the floor that was already spilt and what's into it, because you'd be thinking, what the fuck is going on? Or whatever. It just doesn't make sense. The footprints wouldn't be there if you dropped the bottle and walked away. That's the point.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent.
Byakuya,
defeating
you're dumb sometimes, you know that?
them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
For you, maybe.
Just
if you
like
get attached
how
to
this
someone-
girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
Like, if I was in this situation and Kyoko was in a tight stitch, I would be fucking doomed. When I first played this game, I didn't trust. I didn't trust Kyoko. She was very suspicious, and I hated it for her. But we're good.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
She and the evidence we're against.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism.
She's got more brains than you, Byakuya. You may be like, I'm smart because I'm book smart. She's fucking common sense smart,
But
dickweed.
there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
I forgot about the locked room, because I was supposed to be on the outside and locked herself in.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Now you're just sucking up to Kyoko because you're a simp. I know what a simp mind thinks like, Makoto. I am one myself. I know these things.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Exactly my fucking point, though.
It's too obvious. Too easy.
Not
He's
too
right.
easy. It just doesn't make
It
sense.
makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
How would you not know you're gonna leave a footprint in fucking powder, you dolt?
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
You left several in powder!
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Oh.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Because she walked into the powder.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Sip.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
No, quite contraire. Au contraire.
Go
my,
ahead,
my guy.
Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Right.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them.
So, riddle me this. How was the powder on the floor from Section A?
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
But you dropped the poison powder?
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
I am confused.
That story you just told.
Doesn't make sense.
First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein.
Well, if
right?
you dropped it in Section C and then walked across, your footprints would be going from C to A, not straight into A.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being oddly pushy.
Because he's clicking on.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Bianca, you use your fucking head! How long until we figure it out? Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Oh, is it thingy time? No, it's not closing on any time yet. Okay. Well, we're looking for the footprints in the powder, I'm assuming. He's been dinner soon.
First I went to Section C. That's
Yeah.
when I grabbed the poison.
Yep.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yep.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Yep.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C.
You can't have done. You can't have done.
No, it's wrong.
There's proof that say I did do this. You didn't. You can't have done
You
that.
went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
So she obviously saw where the powder fell to see, oh yeah, it's in front of Section C. But
Yeah?
might be.
What about
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
You can see the prints are going into A and then turning around and walking back out again.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
Nah.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
She specifically moved from C to A. I was just so nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
well,
She's been caught up in her life.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Straight into
The
A.
powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
Aye, aye.
So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Which was the protein powder only.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Why is he not using his fucking brain?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Go ahead,
New
Kyoko.
evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Huh?
Did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Piece of
It had
glass?
sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Jesus.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you.
What was that glass
So,
about?
thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize?
Oh, she's
Well
so
then.
fucking cocky and I love it when she's like
Makoto,
this.
why don't you explain it?
This is...
Huh?
Me?
Am I supposed to know what it is?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Joker found in the bottle of poison. I broke something the same shade of blue. Bottle of poison? No, that bottle isn't broken and the colour and thickness are totally different. It was like a normal glass to me, you know? What? I don't remember this. Monokuma bottle? Can you see? It's the rec room. What rec? Oh, that rec room glass. I'm thinking about fucking window. Oh, dearie me, what a fucking idiot.
Got it!
What a fucking dummy.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Indeed, Makoto, indeed.
No,
Yeah?
the window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
How did the cup end on the top of the bottle of
How
glass?
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
The fact that it's impossible?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been in the rec room window? According to what Kina told us. Well, it should be in section C of the shelf. Nope, fuck it, I'm dead.
shoot,
Replay this! Let's get past this because it's game over time. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Yes. Do I take time
refuse to
from
give
that?
up yet.
Just got 5 hearts again, but we failed, so, you know. Write down!
You said you went to get the poison from.
Okay. Do we have to? Oh, we have to go from here? Ah, shit. Let's go through all this again. Right. Let's see how past all this. We've already done all this bit. The rec room window. We can get past that bit. Yeah, we know about proteins and all, whatever it's called. Right.
I got it.
Oh, I fucking clicked the wrong one last
The
time.
bottle of poison
Again.
was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Yep.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after
That was
the locked
obvious.
room was opened.
Because
In
the
other
bottle
words,
cannot end up
after
if
Sakura
if the
died.
bottle was placed and then the glass was shattered, glass would be on top of the bottle and not the bottle being on top of some glass.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Yeah.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We
What's the position
already
of
know
it?
she was given the protein can with a poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
But Kyoko's already figured that out. I
But
already know the
before
answer,
we
so,
do,
you know.
there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
It has to do with the protein can.
Okay.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Kind of.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
You got a problem
Well,
with a loaded gun?
no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
David, what about the other one? Was you present there?
Yeah.
You share the same memories.
Okay then, that settles it.
She's unhappy again. You're getting
That
smart.
proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
She just got confirmation, Byakuya.
How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, you don't like it. You don't like it. The reason you can say this is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Is it Hangman's Gambit or is it proof? Okay. Is it Byakuya's thing? Source of powder empty protein drink? I'm assuming it's that one.
When
Yeah.
it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked,
Yeah, we know that.
it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yeah.
No, that's impossible.
Had to be.
It had to have been in there the whole time.
How can it?
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
How can it be though? Is
When
it?
it comes to that
That-
protein can,
Well, no, because it's the only one here.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked,
Do I need that one? I'm gonna use that.
Absolutely
Oh,
was not in
bollocks to
there.
yourself.
So you're saying
I'll shoot this first and then shoot the other one for
someone
Byakuya.
planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible.
Come on, Byak.
It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to.
Oh wow, that were one. Okay. I was gonna get Kyoko's fucking statement to use against it, but apparently we didn't need to.
You remember
Alright.
how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course, it came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around
Around
the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
There's no other way around it.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Any rebuttal there, Byakuya?
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
She was questioning it first.
if that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Yeah, Roz, people could use it as contradiction.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can
Still
wound
in this
up
case,
in the
though.
rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
To kill herself?
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
So it wasn't a plant. I still want to know about this plant situation then.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Always feeling sympathy?
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Why is Hina
We
throwing us
need
off?
to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
Not necessarily.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. That had to have been Sakura. She got poison in it. She got powder on her foot.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Logically, it would make sense.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
There's fucking proof on her shoe!
Why would you lie like that?
It's like we're going for a truth bullet again. And it's not a lie, Sakura definitely went to section C. You've already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina. I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Is it the truth bullet time? Yeah. Is it Sakura's foot?
You're a liar! What are you saying?
2 reloads.
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I
Reload,
did it!
click,
Stop
shoot,
talking!
reload, click, shoot,
You're a liar!
click, shoot, reload,
Wrong.
reload.
You're wrong! I hate you!
I didn't even see that one down there.
You're a liar!
Anything else from that girl?
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
You're dumb.
You're a
Anything
liar!
else from me, girl?
Wrong! You're wrong! I
No.
hate you!
Get a shot, get a shot! Whoop.
Do you have any kind of
Yellow
proof,
powder.
Sakura?
This should prove it.
Nice.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
They did.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
Yeah.
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
I think the makers of this were trying to make this game into VR because there is a VR demo for Danganronpa. Would have been cool to play. I don't think it ever took off. So I feel like they made number 3, then made that, and then went their separate ways, I guess.
Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
But they have done a lot of remakes, well, re-released of Danganronpa in the past, so they could be making a 4th one, trying to get money up for it.
But the powder
Would
still
make
got
sense.
scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her
Getting a
instep.
partnership with Xbox for 1, 2, and 3. Possibly getting Ultra Despair Girls at some point in the future, in the next few months, would be nice. They've got the PS4 releases, PC releases, getting some money in so they can make the 4th one, if they're going to make a 4th one.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
Because why would you end such a successful game like that? You can continue doing it. Obviously, they're working on AI as well, which is fucking good, and we want to get around to that at some point.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get poisoned.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
It did.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
You're like a broken record here, and it's pissing me off.
No, you didn't kill her.
When they killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room, there's only one way to explain it. Where are you, Sakura? There you are.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
He doesn't understand it. I feel like because his mentality is so headstrong, he doesn't believe in suicide.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
I don't know if they do suicide in the next game. Oh no, they do. Suicide is in the next game. I don't think suicide in the 3rd game though. Kind of, not like assisted suicide.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank
I don't know about Ultra Despair Girls, I've not played it yet, but we're all going to be playing it after the kill count.
all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
But again, it will be coming out at some point in the future. I want to try and get it out for January. I'm going to try my best to get it out for January the 1st or the first week in January. We'll soon see. So, of course, Sakura wants to create the locked room. Byakuya created the locked room. Alright, okay.
I got it!
Don't I want Akuma and
Locked room
Byakuya to do with
mystery
it?
was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Agreed.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
Must have been fucking agony, though.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
They did.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
You knew all along.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
As always. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. And shaky legs, he left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Hence why the footprints
Once you were
there.
at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
They do?
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. What? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, you should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
That is true, yeah. You would have been shaking her to make sure she was alive and shit.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
Tried to
As
sabotage
long
it.
as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence. The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence.
Cloud,
And yet,
Cloud.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah.
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
Broken record, telling you.
It's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Hey, close it on. Okay. Finish the thought, right? What do we have here? So they're reading the notes. So would this be... Well, no, 'cause that's that picture there, so it wouldn't be that one just yet. We'll come back to that one. Are you in... Is this you in the locker? I'm assuming it is. You're either coming in... You're either going in or coming out. I don't know. Are you going into the locker? It looks like you're going into the locker. I'm assuming it's this one then. In all good old-fashioned states. And he's going to pick up the horse. Do we have a horse piece? We do have a horse piece. Okay. Is that already there though? No, that's a different scene, I think. No, that's the same scene. We don't want that one. That one, no go there. That's the piece we want. Wait, is it going from back to front? Yeah, because it's going to be... any more this way? Oh, that's her going in it, maybe? Possibly. Where's the Toko book? Because that's what he's doing. So I don't know if this is her going in or coming out yet. It looks like she's going in. No, that looks like she's going in. That one's coming out, okay. And then we've got... She's peeking. She's sneaking out. She put Pudgy Princess back on the shelf. She put Pudgy Princess back on the shelf. Wait, did I put something wrong here? Oh no, yeah, it's already got the lollipop in his hand or candy in his hand. Right, let's go to this bit. So you grab this thing because Jack's awake. There she goes. She got smashed to ice. And then this would be this coming out of the pocket, yes? By the looks of it, sure. And then it would be... Well, if they're all there chilling out like a baller, what would be there then? Oh, is that not where that is? No, that's empty. So it's not that one. It's that one there. Nailed it. And then it would be her noticing the bottle, picking it into her hand, running off to do some shit. And then it would be putting it in a pocket. Right, have I missed anything here? At the very beginning, possibly. I have, yeah. So it would be Biyaki's piece of paper being picked up, possibly. Let's try it. Let's see how well we did or how well we didn't do. Shoop.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Indeed. Nice, nailed that first one.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Yes.
But
is that
one of
the
them
right
headed
one?
out a bit earlier than the others. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Quick. Okay, we did put the right one in there. We're just closing it behind her. Yeah.
And she found it.
Good.
She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Nice.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
She did.
Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from
not
Sakura.
nerve-wracking, but like...
To that end, he wrote down a name.
Yeah, nerve-wracking, not heavily nerve-wracking, but puts me on edge a little bit. I don't want to get him wrong. You know, I've already played the game, I should know the sequence of events.
He was hoping to pin the murder
But
on
I cannot
her.
remember.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
She
he
snuck out.
jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Upside down.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes.
Freak out.
She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Wow.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
I like how they always say Jack in the comment, like in the voice acting, but above her name it always says Jill.
When she woke back up,
It makes no
her
sense.
second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
Tried to. She tried to.
She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chest piece.
But to make it
That
look like
explains
Hiro
how
did.
Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Again.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
Tough nut. Tough
So
nut.
then,
Tough nut.
what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
We did that well. I nearly fucked that one up. I was going to need to change it.
Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
Yeah, boy.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
Damn.
And there, she took her final breath.
Look at
Later
Kyoko's
on,
face.
the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Kyoko's face looks so fucking derpy. It's more quizzical, like what the fuck's going on, but it
Had to
looks derpy
smash
like
the
derp.
door's window to get inside.
Oh, I love it. I love this
But
game so much.
someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
And he's put a disclaimer warning on this one. Because YouTube likes to censor things with the word suicide. It's very annoying. Trigger warning. All that shit.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Yeah, boy.
And while nobody was looking,
I can't really play,
replaced it
like,
with an
try and
empty
avoid
protein
spoilers.
food.
I'm gonna try and avoid saying trigger warning suicide. I guess it could explain some backstory, but for those who don't know, but yeah, trigger warning, definitely trigger warning suicide.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
So we could all
And the
die.
one who went to all that effort,
This is the thumbnails I like, these ones. That bit there is a perfect
was
thumbnail.
you, Hina.
It's cool, I like it.
That's the full truth of the case.
We're peaking up past 2 hours, which is not good. No, poor baby.
Sakura took her own life,
She did.
and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That's
What happened?
Aye.
But Makoto, how did you manage to? How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because these are human emotions, Byakuya.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
We know human emotion.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Exactly. Is he going to apologize? A, B, A, B, A, C, A. Not too bad. I think the season I failed. Don't care about your coinsies! It has all those achievements.
I think we can all agree you made your point.
We still need to get to the start of chapter 5, though.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh
Should have
yeah,
hands.
that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Go take a power out there, bear!
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Change the line on that one.
What's it gonna be?
Done it differently. They've recorded the same line different. Okay. Possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right! need to get myself into character, hold on. A body has been discovered! The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself!
My entire...
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Can you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Thank you. Sakura... She clearly believed... She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. But she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you. You wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just wanting to be killed, I do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right there, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura, so I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura?
Please!
Let me in, please! Open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that's just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
Please, people like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the last trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long! I'm about to fall asleep over here! I mean, do you really think I have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion of what her suicide note meant!
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like... this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note! Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby!
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room! What, then? You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles as face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene! Cut!
And?
So then, what is she writing in real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked! For your benefit, I shall really use my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold on.
Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Sound like a bit like Mickey Mouse. Could you get out with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go! I want to read this normal voice. I know it said it's angelic, but still. Fuck it, it's angelic, I'm going for it. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the master came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the
And
mastermind.
what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we have reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision is to stay true to all of you. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, is it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make upon
So
me.
this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have no obligation to get the situation under control. And to fill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel concerned? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was so weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
Like some kind of bromance going off.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close. And still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
What?
Huh? Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends. We need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of you. Because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
But what? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we needed to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go! But anyway, you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other!
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. And the only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me
There's
repeat
no point in participating in the game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now, I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire! Everyone?
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring! But nothing good can come of this! I'm still gonna be the one having all fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track!
You want me to punish
It's the
you
moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for! Punishment time!
What?
Oh, wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead! You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no! Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whoever old student I want! Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule!
Listen up.
But I spend so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So, for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest! A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I love doing Monica voice. So good. So good, bruh. No! It's... I want to click last order. Your name is not last order. All ego? Alter ego, yeah. So sad. Let's fucking rock it! Damn, son. This computer's getting destroyed. Technically, it was a person. You suck, man. You turned me into a mangled hunk of junk.
Ooh, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Broiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
Thank you, Monokuma.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You even might think it's just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It boiled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth.
How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Well said! Shut the hell up. It wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is that what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, I got it my way. I was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it all from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with a laptop. I knew you were using to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew. And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
yep.
Well, I mean the data on the laptop? It was... I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking to the network was just too personal. So you had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I wanted to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed.
Woohoo! Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very.
Experiencing meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't...
It's not Monokuma.
No. His death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're a Superman! Like, just unreasonably upset!
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close! Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left on Sakura's note.
Huh?
Woohoo! Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go! Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the Mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is, the Mastermind has done something to us. The thing more they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and would have been hit deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What, you can't just stop the most important bit?
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys.
That's the whole point, stupid! Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve! Fine. At least Sakura's note. I can never let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note!
Let me just say this to the Mastermind.
I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She'll lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us, before disappearing. What was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after the last trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. But it's not totally unheard of. Now I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
What?
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there? Other than to head back up.
Oh
yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
Would never have lost that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously. I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? Never reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. But then, I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Cannot suffer the existence of someone who just stopped the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball.
See.
Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master! You're making me jealous! I want the abuse give and take. Me! Yes, it's not so easy if everyone's quite like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we turned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. I can't believe this is taking like such a long episode to do today. Did my phone die? My phone died. That's a shame.
This is as such. Soon the doors
Nighttime.
to
We
the
can skip this bit because it's only sleepings. I don't want to hold it down because it can skip a lot of dialogue. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up? Wake up. Huh? The voice shot me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
How did she get in? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? You'll find out. Chapter 4's not over yet, boys! It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not just going to lie down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. I really hope that's not just fucking bugged. It's peaked at 2 hours and 10 minutes so far. Oh, we can only hope. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. There's only one though, so I'm assuming everything's okay. I don't really know. At this moment in time. Oops. Didn't mean to press that button. Is it X? There we go. Just in case. We have to redo this a little bit. Yeah, I can save him, that's fine. What the? The words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Okay, let's go to the data center then. Can we just walk through the door and get there, please? Sure. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, but sure. I'm on my way into the after-hours school. I head for the day center on the 4th floor. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? Put my hands on the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh ho! What are you doing up, mister? God,
Damn it!
breaking into a locker room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right?
Hey!
But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? You too?
You guys!
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Didn't expect his voice to fuck me up like that. Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah! Get on! Get out of here! Shoo! So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, maybe go to the data center, which just happens to be locked, and then she shows up late, and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, as like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko's right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Isn't that what we had heard at the last chapter? Like next
The one they
episode?
call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Wow. Interesting. All-star apologies. The end. Want to go back up to 7 because there's a secret person? Interesting. To be continued, and that's where we are going to leave it for this video of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We shall return very shortly. Chapter 4 end. We may have to redo that last section because things may have been broken, but oh well, we can hope for the best.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
We're not playing this bit. This bit is for next episode, which should be out next weekend if things are going to plan. We're going back into the swing of things. We're recording heavily starting from tomorrow, releasing 2 videos, as always, starting with Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles and moving on to Watch Dogs. But as for now, though, that is all there is going to be for today. And as always, this is Rixxalight signing out. Let's cue the music.